Hello everyone, it is time for mini lesson. We're gonna jump right in. We've been working on knowing the difference between a mixed number and improper fraction. We worked on this last week, right before we had that Valentine's party during our math time on Friday. So we're gonna continue talking about the difference between mixed numbers and improper fractions and how we can move between each of them, because mixed numbers and improper fractions can be equal to or equivalent to. So, our whole purpose today is to understand that mathematicians can represent numbers with mixed numbers and improper fractions. So, here's a quick reminder. When we have a mixed number, it's a whole number with some extra pieces, or a part of a fraction, or a part of a whole. With an improper fraction, we have more pieces on the top than there is in one whole. So the numerator is larger than the denominator. So we'll need to keep this in mind as we look at the ones that we're going to practice together today. And both of these are equivalent to each other because here the pink is one whole and then a half. So 1 and 1/2. That's equal to 3 halves. And we know this is 3 halves because there's 3 pieces. That's the numerator. 2 fit in one whole. So we're going to practice making mixed numbers and pictures and improper fractions. So I'm going to start by making a picture of this improper fraction. So if I were to make a picture, I know that fourths would look something like this. So I'm going to make a hole here. There's one hole. And I'm going to split it into fourths. So there's halves. If I split those halves in half, I'm going to have fourths. Okay? So there's 4 fourths, but I need 15 fourths. So I'm going to make another hole that's cut into fourths. I now have, if you're saying it to yourself and you're saying 8 fourths, you're correct. There's 8 fourths. I need to keep going. Now I have, I think I heard somebody say it. Yep, there's 12 fourths. Okay, now 15 fourths is what I need to represent, so I need 3 more fourths. So I'm going to make 3 more fourths here. I don't need another full hole. So now if I make this into fourths, I will have 15 fourths represented. Now if we look back at our definition of what a mixed number and improper fraction is, a mixed number is that whole number to the left with the pieces represented as a fraction to the right. So think to yourself, how many holes do you see here? How many whole pieces? If you said 3, you're correct. So you've got 3 holes. Now we have 3 extra pieces. So those 3 extra pieces we have would be first the numerator, which is 3. And then we know 4 pieces is in one whole. So we have 3 fourths. If we put that fraction bar in here, the mixed number we have that is equivalent to 15 fourths is 3 and 3 fourths. So this was just a quick reminder. We're going to do 2, and you're going to try these on your own and then check them with me. This time we have the mixed number. Okay? I want you to get some paper and draw what 1 5/6 look like. The video is going to pause. When it pauses, you're going to draw what that would look like. You don't need to submit anything into Play Pause It. You're just going to draw the picture on paper. Or if you have tools at home, you can use tools. Go ahead and do that now. All right, now we're going to do it together and you can check your picture. So you could have used any size hole. It doesn't have to be the same as mine. Here's going to be my one hole. I'm going to then split that into sixths. So to do that, I'm going to make thirds first. And then I'm going to cut those thirds in half. That makes sixths. Okay. And then I need 5 more sixths. So I'm going to get those. Oops. When I bring down those extra sixth pieces, I will then have my picture. Now, this is 12 sixths or 2 wholes, but I only need 1 5/6. So I'm going to shade in right here. Okay, that's 1 whole. Now I need to shade in the rest, which is 5/6. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5/6. Now we need to decide how many pieces we have so we can determine the improper fraction. Once you've thought about that, enter into play posit what you think the improper fraction is. Remember, on the left should be your numerator. This is not the correct numerator, I just wrote a random number. Then the slash, and then the denominator. You try that on your own now. All right, let's talk about it. Remember, the numerator is how many pieces we see. The top shows 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we have 11 pieces, that's the numerator, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fit in 1 whole. So here we have 11/6. That's the correct improper fraction. If you got it, awesome. If not, try again on the next one. Think about what you can fix to get the right thinking. All right, here's our last one. This time we have a picture. We need to decide the mixed number and the improper fraction. We're going to do the improper fraction first. Go ahead and enter into play posit what you think the improper fraction is. Remember, the numerator is how many pieces you see. The denominator is how many pieces are in 1 whole. All right, let's count it together and check your answer. Here's 5 pieces, 10, 15, 16, 17. So we see 17 total pieces. That's the numerator. The denominator is how many pieces are in 1 whole. 1 whole contains 5 pieces, so 17/5 would be the improper fraction. Now let's do the mixed number. How many wholes do you see? And then as a fraction, how many pieces extra do you see? Enter that into play posit now. You're going to put the whole number first, then a space, then the fraction. Okay, so it would look something like this. Go ahead and do it now. All right, let's check. There's 1 whole, 2 wholes, 3 wholes. So 3 wholes are in the picture. Then the extra pieces as a fraction, there's 2 pieces. And there's 5 pieces in 1 whole, so it's 3 2/5. If you got that, excellent job. If not, we're going to continue practicing it together in our rotations. As we go to rotations, remember to be thinking about these behaviors. Even when we're at home, we need to make sure we're managing our time wisely, respecting the people in our homes by respecting our colleagues, working the whole time, and bringing our best. At the very end, we're going to talk about reflection together, and we want to know if you can share with us what is the difference between a mixed number and an improper fraction. Keep that in the back of your mind. We'll come back to it during our reflection time today. When you're done watching this video, click next and you'll see the next part of your day, which will be your very first rotation. See you there, everyone.